but if you close your eyes.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. I made a video on this a couple years back. I'm going to take it down and upload this one because it's better. I also tried to record this like a couple months ago and it didn't work. I was explaining things wrong, and sorry if I sound different. I just woke up. But I got to explain a few things about the Rubik's Cube before you guys really learn how to solve it. When you solve it, you do not solve it by faces. Matter of fact, you solve one face, then you solve the layer, the first layer, second layer, the top, and then the third layer. There's also something else you need to do. You need to know that the middles never change. So the opposite of blue is always going to be green. The opposite of white is always going to be yellow. The opposite of red is always going to be orange. So that's basically it. So when you're looking at a Rubik's Cube, this would be the front, this would be the top, this would be the left, this would be the right, this would be the bottom, and this would be the back. Yeah, that's what you need to know. And if I were to, for example, if I were to say L, which would stand for left, it would be clockwise. If I were to say R, it would stand for right, it would be clockwise. If I were to say L inverted with the little dash right here, it would be counterclockwise. So if I were to say L, then it would be left clockwise. And if I were to say L inverted, it would be left counterclockwise. So do you guys understand that? So this would be left inverted, front inverted, top inverted, right inverted, bottom inverted. So basically, yeah. So let me mix it up real quick. So you can pick any middle that you want. I personally like picking the green middle. So you pick whatever middle you want, and then we will move on to this step. So now what we're going to do is get the edges. So these are the edges, these are the corners. See, now the easiest way to solve it is you look for one of these green, the edges that have a green on it. There's one right here. And so you see how the green is right here? You would just slide it up to make it match with that. But then a lot of people would get confused by thinking that this would be good. It's not, because if you look at it, this red one is in place, this yellow one is not in place, this white one is not in place, and this orange one is not in place. So the red one is good. So now if you have one right here, you see how the red one is in place, but let's say you do not have anything that's in place. You would then turn this until it would match with the yellow. So it would match with the green and then the yellow. But then you see how this is orange, but the orange is right here. So without moving this to mess it up, we're going to turn because it would need to go right here. We're going to turn the top like that. So it would need to go here. And we're not going to mess this up, and you would slide this up. And then you would put it back. You always got to fix whatever you do. So it was like that. So there's the yellow. And since it would need to go right there, all you would need to do is just that. And it's lined with that. And if you don't want to do that, then here's what else you can do. You could slide it up here to match with the green, but it wouldn't be matched here. So what you can do is move this down, move this orange right there to where it matches with the orange, and then it needs to go right here. So you would just twist it like that, and the green would end up there. Now let's pick another one right here. And the red is right here, so you would need to find the easiest way to do it. You would need to slide the red down one to match there, and then you would need to slide it up for the green, and see how it's matched. Now let's look for another one right here, and the white is right there, so you would just slide this, and it matches with the white, and you would slide the green up to match with the green. Now these, I got lucky, but as you can see, they're not in the place. The red is right here, so you need to slide it there, and the yellow is also on here, so this piece would go right here. So here's a few algorithms. You either can end up, okay, but first, if you have a piece that's down here and not in the right, like it's just not good, like this might look good but it's not, here's what you can do. You can either have it on your left hand, and you can do L inverted, top inverted, and then L. So what you did was you moved it up and you slid it that way, and you move this back down to fix everything to fix the things you moved, and you see it's right here. and if you have one like this, so you can either have the green like this, like that, or like that. Let's start off with it on the right side. So what you would do is you see how the green, it needs to go down here, but if this is good, if the green was on the top, you don't do this. But you see how there's the white, and the white is within this row. So you would slide the top until it's matched with the white. And see how the green is on the right side? You would hold it in your right hand. You would do R, T, R inverted. So what you did was it needs to go right here. So you slid it up, and see how it's right here? And then you slid it like that to go in there, and you put it back down. Now you can have, and you see how there's one down here, but it's not in the right spot. So you would do L inverted, T inverted, L. And it's right here. And see how it's with the orange, and it's on the left side? What you're going to do is L inverted, T inverted, L. And it put it in a spot. Now, I have one right here where the green is on the top, which is not what we're looking for. So here's what we're going to do. You see how it's orange and white? And this is orange and white. So if it was over here, it'd be orange and white, but this is white and red. You need to have it orange and white. So you would put it right here. And you can either hold it in the left hand or the right hand. But if you hold it in the left hand, here's what you're going to do. You're going to do L inverted, T inverted, L, T, L inverted, T inverted, L, T. L inverted, T inverted, L. And there you go. It's in there. So basically what you would do what you're doing is L inverted, T inverted, L, T. 3 times. L inverted, T inverted, L, T. L inverted, T inverted, L. And you can do T, but it doesn't really affect nothing. See how it's there now? And we're going to look for the last green, which is right here. It's not on the top, and it's on the right side. So we're going to match it with the red. We're going to do R, T, R inverted, T. And it's in its spot. Now that is the first part of solving the Rubik's Cube. You get your one face, which we'll constantly have at the bottom. But for you guys, the bottom is right here. As you guys are watching this video, this is the bottom, front, left, right, top. So now what we're going to work on is these edges on the second layer. So you see how the first layer is matched? That's good. Now we're going to work on the second layer. So whatever your top color is in the middle, you got to look for an edge piece that's on the top that does not have that color. So since it's blue, you got to find one, for example, like this. It's orange and yellow, and red and white, orange, white, and so these are all the good ones. So I just mix it up a little bit to find one. See how this is blue and white, or blue and yellow? See, since it has blue and the top is blue, that's a bad one. And so basically, you're going to look for one. I found one, red and white, and you're going to, the top is not the one you're turning right now. It's the middle, or the one that's facing you. See how it's white? You would turn it until it matches with white. And you see how this is red? If it were flipped and the red was right here, you would turn it to match with red, but it's not. And since it's red and the red is right here, and it's already matched with the white, it needs to go to the right side, not the left side. So if it needs to go to the right side, here's the algorithm you're gonna do. T, R, T inverted, R inverted, do T inverted, F inverted, T, F. You see how it's in the spot now? So, and then let's look for another one. See how this one doesn't have the blue? So okay, let's do this real quick. You see how it's already matched with the white and it's orange, so it goes to the left. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to do T inverted, L inverted, T, L, T, F, T inverted, F inverted. Now there's an easier way to do this. If that's too complicated for you guys and you don't want to do the front, here's what you can do. You see how there's another one? So it's red. So you turn it, it matches with red, and it goes on the right side. Here's what you can do. You can do T, R, T inverted, R inverted, and then since it's on the right, you move the cube once to the right. Then you can do T inverted, L inverted, T, L. And for the left side, if you want to do it that way, since this goes on the left, you're going to do T inverted, L inverted, T, L, move the cube to the left, then you're going to do T, R, T inverted, R inverted. See how now these are all matched? But let's say eventually you'll look at them and there's no more. They all have blue. and then you'll look down here, and there's one that doesn't have blue, but it's in the wrong spot. Here's what you would do. You can either hold it in the right side or the left side. If you hold it on the left side, here's the algorithm. And if you hold it on the right side, here's the algorithm. So you can pause it, whatever. I'm gonna hold it on the right side, and I'm just going to do the algorithm real fast to get it out of that spot. And you see now how it's up here, you would match it with the white. And then this is red, so you would match it with the red, and it goes to the right. So it would be T, R, T inverted, R inverted. And then you would turn the cube, and then it would be T inverted, L inverted, T, L. And it's in its spot. So now that we have the front face, the first and second layer done, we're just gonna move on to the top and then the third layer, and we will be done. So you can either have the corner, the cross, the line, or you can have the dot in the middle. If you have the dot in the middle, here's what you're going to do. You are going to do L, T, F, T inverted, F inverted, L inverted. And then you'll end up with the line. And if you don't end up with the line, you'll end up with any of the other ones. Now, if you have the line, here's what you're going to do. You're going to hold the cube with the line going up and down. You are going to do the same algorithm. L, T, F, T inverted, F inverted, L inverted 2 times. So you do it again. You would hold it to where the corner piece is in the top and the right, so that you would have this that's wrong. And then you would do the L, T, F, T inverted, F inverted, L inverted. And just like that, you should have this. And if not, then you do that algorithm until you get that corner piece, and then you hold it like to where the incorrect cubes are right here, and then you would do that algorithm. So now we need to work on getting these edges with their respected middles. And you see how these two are already lined up. Now, for example, a lot of times it would happen like this. So you look around, only one of them is matched. You would turn it once, and you see how this one's matched and this one's matched. That's good. Now, sometimes you don't get lucky like that. And you see how now there's only one? You can also have it to where one of them is correct, and then the opposite side is correct. And these two aren't. And if that is like that, then have the ones that are correct. And you could always just figure it out by keep turning it. And if there's only one that's lined up, then keep turning it. Okay, so the ones that are correct on the left and right. Now there's 2 ways you can have it to where this one's correct, and these two aren't, which is the step 2. Or you can have it to where the opposites are correct and then these opposites aren't, which is step 1. You can also have it to where none of them are correct or only one of them are correct. And if you have only one correct or none of them correct, then you're going to do the algorithm I'm about to do. If you have the opposites correct, hold the opposites on the left and right, and then do the algorithm I'm going to do. If you have 2 of these like this that are correct, you're going to see how to do that in a second. So the correct ones on the left and right, this is the algorithm you're going to do. R, T, T, R inverted, T inverted, R, T inverted, R inverted, T. And now you can see how there's only one that's correct. So you would turn it. None of them are correct. Turn it again. This one's correct. Turn it again. This one and this one are correct, which is good. So what you want to do, see how these two aren't correct? No, you're going to hold the ones that are incorrect on the right and facing you. So it's like that, and the 2 that are correct are on the left and back. So you're going to do the same algorithm again. You're going to do R, T, T, R inverted, T inverted, R, T inverted, R inverted, T. And then you're going to turn it until all of them are matched, like so. And now we're going to move on to rotating the top corner pieces. So you see this one's perfect, we're good. This one is good, it just needs to be twisted. This one's good, it just needs to be twisted. This one's good, it just needs to be twisted. This one's good, it just needs to be twisted. Okay, now let's say that was really lucky. Now you want to look in all of your corners. Look for the piece, see how this is red, yellow, blue? You need to look for the piece that says red, yellow, blue. If that is there, you're good. See how this one, it's red, yellow, blue, or this one's orange, yellow, blue. This is orange, white, blue. It's not good. This one is red, white, and blue. This is orange, white, and blue. This needs to go there. This needs to go here. So you look for one, see how this one is in the spot, it's just not twisted. This is a good one. If you do not have that, then do this algorithm. But if you have this, hold it in the bottom right, like this in your right hand. Not here, it has to be here. And you're gonna do this algorithm. You're gonna do L inverted, T, R, T inverted, L, T, R inverted, T inverted. Just like that. And what it does is it keeps this one in its spot, but rotates these three. So this will go to here, this will go to here, and this will go to here. And you see how this is orange and white, orange and white is right there, so it needs to go here. And then this is red and white, which needs to go here. So this would go here, and this would go here, which is just one more rotation. And if you don't have this one that's correct, you do that, and then you find one that is correct. And if you can't, then you keep doing it until you do. It shouldn't take more than one try. And then you hold it right here. And since it needs to be rotated one more time, you would do it again. You would do L inverted, T, R, T inverted, L, T, R inverted, T inverted. And it rotated it around one time and kept this one in its spot. So now you can look around, see how this one is perfect, we're good. See how these need to be twisted. So what you do is hold the cube upside down to remember when you solve the first part, that should be on the top now. And then in the bottom left, you're gonna start. See how this one's correct? If you don't have one that's correct, you could start anywhere. You would have the first one that needs to be, the one that right after the correct one, which is right here, needs to be right here in your left hand. And see how the bottom color is blue, so you'd look for the blue. If the blue is right here, you need to do this 4 times. If the blue is on the left side, you do it 2 times. So since it's on the front, this one's on the front, and this one's on the front, that you need to do each of these 4 times. If it was like this, to where when you hold it in your left hand, it's on the left, then you do it 2 times. So we're gonna do it 4 times, you guys ready? You're going to do L inverted, T inverted, L, T, L inverted, T inverted, L, T. So that was 1 time. Then you're gonna do it again. L inverted, T inverted, L, T, L inverted, T inverted, L, T. That was 2 times. So now that it's correct, you just do it until it is correct. I said 4, I don't know what happened. So since this is correct, you don't move the cube at all, you move the bottom. You move it right, which would be this way. You move it that way. So you'd move it like that. And since it's facing you, you do it 4 times. So it'd be L inverted, T inverted, L, T, L inverted, T inverted, L, T, L inverted, T inverted, L, T, L inverted, T inverted, L, T. And you did it 4 times and see how it's correct. So you turn the bottom again to the incorrect one. This is facing you, so you do it 4 times. L inverted, T inverted, L, T, L inverted, T inverted, L, T, L inverted, T inverted, L, T, L inverted, T inverted, L, T. And see how now everything else is correct? And if the top isn't correct, like you get something like this where now all of these are correct, that's because your corner was twisted, and you should just keep it like this, but do it again. L inverted, T inverted, L, T, 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 until the top and everything else is correct, but you should just have your twisted corner. So yeah, and you just twist that back. So that's basically how you solve it. If you guys want to know how to change the middles or do checker, or I know a lot of patterns you could do with this. If you want to learn patterns, then let's get 10 likes on this video. I will make a video on how to do patterns. If you would like to learn how to solve a 2x2 Rubik's Cube or any other Rubik's Cube, let me know down in the comment section below. Tell me if this was helpful or not. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, 10 likes for patterns, and I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, never quit filming. Peace.